I want to talk about a couple of things today. They're really heating up here. Number one, be watching for it because we're going to be releasing the name of a new product coming out. And this specifically deals with telomere health, longevity, and length. It's been known for a long time that part of the aging process is a shrinking and receding of the telomeres at the ends of the chromosomes. And it has specific functions, which include keeping one chromosome from binding on to another chromosome abnormally, so it's kind of a shield to prevent that. And it's one of the things that happens as the telomeres shrink over time. Number one, you want to be on a diet that's very, very low or totally without free radicals. I mean, you got to be obsessive to eliminate fried foods, processed meats with nitrates, nitrites, oils, and things like gluten and so forth. Get rid of all the inflammatory stuff. And then you want to be proactive and give the telomeres everything they need to be healthy and happy and maintain themselves. Well, this is where this new longevity product is coming out, and I'm very, very excited about that. I'm just going to keep alerting you here because this is coming out in a few days now, and we're going to have a whole program on that one. Telomeres, think telomeres, okay? Then I want to talk some more about the muscular dystrophy thing. We do have an association with a non-for-profit muscular dystrophy foundation called Defying Muscular Dystrophy, DEFYING, musculardystrophy.com. And we're going to blow the roof off of this thing. We actually know for a fact the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy now. We have poster kids, and these are not poster kids who are in leg braces. These are let's see, I'm getting told here, defyingmusculardystrophy.org, but I think it's defyingmusculardystrophy.com. So you can look at both of them. At any rate, these poster kids are not kids in braces to engage your sympathies to donate money. These are kids who had really severe disabling muscular dystrophy who are now muscular dystrophy free. These are our poster kids. And we've invited Jerry Lewis to be our celebrity host. Of course, we have 5 or 6 people sort of in the wings waiting to do that if Jerry declines. Remember, you may remember the story, that Jerry Lewis was fired from the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation 3 years ago when he took my data to the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation, and I told his offices, look, Jerry, we're not interested in money from the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation. We've already found the cause, prevention, and cure. And so all we want to know is, do you want to be the one? You've earned it. You've more than earned it, Jerry. For 22 years, you were the one who kept muscular dystrophy in the forefront and kept it up where everybody could see these kids and so forth. And you're the one who should have the opportunity to make the announcement that the cause, prevention, and cure has been found. We know what to do. We know how to prevent it. We know how to reverse it. This is pretty straightforward stuff. Do you want to be the one? And he got excited. He took all that data to the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation, and they fired Jerry Lewis 3 years ago. That's why he hasn't been on the telephone the last 3 years. Nothing wrong with Jerry. He's fighting mad, jumping up and down. He's ready to go, and that's why we've given him the invitation to be our first. As long as he lives, he would be our, and we probably even keep film clips of him as being our celebrity host for the telethon. So what I want you to do is think about that. Watch for it, because this is coming up. And it's going to originate from Stockton, California. We're going to have radio. We're going to have TV. It's going to be online streaming. This is going to be an event as celebration, because we're going to be announcing all the details of the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy. This is very, very exciting. Well, I want you to get a hold of the book, Rare Earths Have Been Cures, from your Longevity Associate, Rare Earths Have Been Cures. And it talks about a lot of congenital birth defects and so forth. But there's a big section in the book, Rare Earths Have Been Cures on Muscular Dystrophy. Now, remember, that book came out in 1994. 1994, okay? And so we're looking at 6 and 13 is 19, almost 20 years ago. And, of course, I knew back in 1990, for sure, the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy as well as cystic fibrosis. But in the animal industry, we've known the cause, prevention, and cure of muscular dystrophy since 1957. It took being able to take that information and apply it to human beings in large numbers because, back in the early 90s, I was doing it, one every 3 or 4 months, one kid every 3 or 4 months. It was not enough to make an impact. Well, now we're talking about lots of kids. And this is going to be, we're going to have a huge brochure. We've got these poster kids. I'm so excited about it because our poster kids don't have muscular dystrophy anymore. And that's the difference between our poster kids and the Muscular Dystrophy Foundation poster kids. Their poster kids are disabled kids in braces to jerk your heartstrings to get you to give them a lot of money. Well, we're going to be asking for money, too, in the telethon, but it's to reimburse the families that came with us in the beginning in large numbers and paid for their own programs to help their kids. They were the ones. They were the pioneers. And we want to be able to reimburse them that money. And so everybody should jump in that and support these families that pay for this program out of their own pockets. And that way we'll be able to reimburse them. That's the whole purpose of raising the money, reimburse the people who extended themselves. I mean, this is very exciting. We are blowing our own minds here. Okay, it's so exciting. Oh, hang on. We're going to be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this is a topic that is near and dear to your heart, and it is acid reflux. A Fox News story out by their medical expert, Dr. Manny Alvarez. It says natural remedies for acid reflux. 1 in 10 Americans experience symptoms of heartburn at least once a week. And they say chronic heartburn, left untreated, can lead to a more serious condition like gastroesophageal reflux disease or GERD. And they say to prevent acid reflux, avoid triggers like smoking, certain supplements or medications, alcohol, fatty foods, citrus fruits, stress, and being overweight. Goes on to say, over-the-counter prescription medications to help prevent and ease the symptoms of acid reflux. For those who prefer a more natural solution, he's got some listed here. And they say chewing gum, chewing a piece of sugar-free gum 30 minutes before eating, which can help wash away acid. Licorice, a stomach healing property compound, can get to the root of the problem, but I always thought the root of the problem was lack of acid, but they seem to be still following the same tack that the problem of acid reflux is too much acid. It says be careful, though. Eating too much licorice could have serious side effects, something called pseudoaldosteronism, which is fluid retention because of too much sodium retention and raises your blood pressure. Baking soda, half teaspoon in a glass of water, can help neutralize stomach acid, which shouldn't be used for chronic heartburn because it's high in salt. Slippery elm, research suggests that adding a couple of teaspoons of this herb to a glass of water can help coat and protect the stomach. And they say aloe, this plant can help reduce inflammation in the stomach. Some experts suggest drinking aloe juice, but they say use caution because it can also be a laxative, which could cause a problem at the other end. And they go on to say melatonin, taking this supplement, can help protect the digestive tract. However, he goes on to say these home remedies are not approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. So I looked up on their website as what they recommend for acid reflux. And what they recommend is things like Nexium, the purple pill, and it has some side effects, though. It lowers your magnesium level, can have liver problems due to this, chronic stomach lining inflammation, seizures, dizziness, tachycardia, jitteriness. The purple pill can also cause muscle weakness, muscle spasm, muscle cramps, and also voice box spasm. I guess that'll make you sound like, Max Headroom or something. They go on to say that they also recommend the proton pump inhibitors like Prilosec, Prevacid, Acifex, and Protonix. However, unfortunately, these leave you at risk of contracting C. diff or Clostridium difficile, low magnesium levels. You can also get hip, wrist, and spine fractures, as well as hypertension and organ damage. So, yeah, that's what the FDA recommends. I would wonder, Doc, what would you recommend?
Well, if you have reflux, as you point out, Doug, it really should be called lack of acid reflux rather than acid reflux. And so what I recommend, of course, is salt your food. Salt, sodium chloride, is the raw material for your chief cells in your stomach to make acid, stomach acid, hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid is required for three things. Number one, to keep the stomach sterile. You get a pH down below 2, 1 being the most acid, 14 being the most alkaline, 7 being neutral. You want to keep your pH down below 2, and it'll keep your stomach sterile. Nothing will grow. Yeast and bacteria will not grow there. They won't generate any gas or ferment anything. There won't be any heartburn, no reflux. Secondly, the intrinsic factor, which is required to absorb B12, only works in a pH below 2. And also, the pepsin, which is the stomach enzyme produced by the stomach to digest proteins, requires a pH environment of acid down below 2. So doing all the stuff that I should call him doctor, I guess, but he should be Mr. He should have his MD taken away from him for saying such silly things. Of course, what should I say? He should have his MD taken away from him. He's going to kill a lot of people with that advice. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Glasgow, Kentucky. And Philip, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Philip, you're on the air.
Yes, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir.
I am a longevity associate, have been for a year and a half. And 3 days ago, I partially detached the retina in my left eye in athletic training. I strained myself, and I called my veterinarian friend who had a detached retina and told him my symptoms, and he said, I think you have a detached retina, but I'll call my eye doctor. Called him, and the doctor said, you need to come in and see me today. I've held off going to the doctor's office for an exam and just rested my eye and continued to take my Healthy Start pack, and my symptoms are going away.
Super.
And I'm calling today to see if there are other supplemental nutrients that would help the healing and of this left eye and the restoration of the retina.
Sure. Okay, Philip, how much do you weigh?
I weigh 155 pounds.
Okay, sir. And do you have any other issues I need to know about? Anything like high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis?
No, sir. I'm in excellent health.
Okay. Do you have any gray hair?
A little bit. I have missing hair.
Okay.
My hair is thinning, but I do have some gray hair.
Okay, so gray or white or silver hair indicates a copper deficiency, and oftentimes a copper deficiency can also contribute to a detached retina because it requires elastic fibers to keep the retinal cells attached to what's called the basal membrane on the inside of the globe of the eye, and connective tissue, elastic fibers. So what I recommend is you're doing rest. Don't do a lot of heavy work where you're causing blood pressure to go up. Also, I would stay away from free radical sources, things like fried foods, processed meats, oils, margarines, mayonnaise, celery, cooking oil. Stay away from gluten, wheat, barley, rye, and oats. Live on baked sweet potatoes, butter, and cinnamon, things like eggs, soft scrambled in butter, or poached or soft boiled with soft yolks. Also, I would stay away from anything that has to do with smoke. Don't even hang around people who smoke or alcohol, anything of that nature. Then at 152 pounds, I would take two. I'd be kind of a little heavy-handed here to save your eye. I would do 2 of the Healthy Heart and Brain packs. That's going to give you this selenium. You'll be able to take 3 of those twice a day. It actually has more copper in it as a cofactor for the selenium. And so the 3 selenium a day that goes along with the 2 Healthy Heart and Brain packs are going to help reestablish elastic fibers. And then we do have what we call Vision FX. I'd be taking 3 of those twice a day, 2 bottles a month. We'll be back after these messages.
Let's head to Springfield, Missouri, and Joe, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Joe, you're on the air.
Hello, Dr. Wallach.
Yes, sir.
I'm on your Healthy Starter pack, and I'm also taking selenium and de-stress. And de-stress works really well, by the way.
Thank you.
And I'm also gluten-free. I've lost my sense of smell over the years, and I'm not sure why. I can smell in a moist environment. But other than that, it's about 20% of what it used to be. Is there anything I can take to help that?
A couple of things, probably. But if you're on a gluten-free diet, that's a good start. And how much do you weigh, sir?
About 195 pounds.
Okay, and how many Healthy Start packs are you taking per month?
1 to 2.
Okay. Yeah, they're designed to give perfect biochemical nutrition for 100 pounds of human flesh per month. And so optimally, you would take 2 Healthy Start packs per month, 1 for each 100 pounds. You're close enough to 200 pounds. And then, of course, the selenium, I'd have you go ahead and take a minimum of 6 And then be 3 twice a day, 2 bottles a month. The de-stress, as you point out, really great stuff. I take 3 twice a day myself, and you should take 3 twice a day. And then specifically, there's several possibilities for the loss of percentage of smell. Number one, it could be osteoporosis of the skull, actually squeezing the cranial nerves that deal with the sense of smell. And then you have also the possibility that there's a zinc deficiency. And the zinc deficiency, you're going to find more zinc in the Ultimate Daily tablets. I'd go ahead and get some extra Ultimate Daily tablets. You could take 3 of those twice a day, be 1 bottle a month. That's going to give you extra zinc. That will help also. And do you have any other issues that I need to know about? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, back problems?
No, I think everything else is okay.
Okay, great. Okay, well, if you just kind of do your dosage thing there, up your dosage a little bit to be appropriate for your body weight, throw in 3 of the Ultimate Daily tablets twice a day. There's 1 bottle a month. And call me every couple of weeks and let me know if you can smell the roses. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Good to talk to you. You bet, sir. Okay, Doug, let's start another one if we can.
All right. Let's. We're just about 15 seconds away, so why don't
okay, 15 seconds. Well, I'll just give out the number again. We do have lines open. Give us a call, toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, Defying Muscular Dystrophy. We're going to start yelling about that because his telethon is coming up. And don't forget, we've invited Jerry Lewis to be our celebrity host, and let's just all hope and pray that he accepts the invitation. We'd just love to have him. The Muscular Dystrophy Foundation fired him. We'll take him. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Lincoln, Nebraska. And Rick, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Rick, you're on the air.
Well, happy Thanksgiving, Doctor.
Well, thank you
so much.
I'm
trying to get through. Yes, sir. My wife, she's 58. There's times she just says, Lord, take me. She's in so much pain. And, she's in tears sometimes just from the pain that she's going through.
Okay, what type of pain does she have here, Rick? Is we talking about arthritis pain, muscle pain, what?
Well, it's not arthritis. I think it started like 2.5 years ago when she was just sitting at the table and she coughed and she felt a pop in her neck. And ever since then, on the right side of her shoulder, this pain has just started spreading, and we were thinking that it would be just like a pinched nerve or something, but it's far more than that. We've looked in medical journals, and we're thinking that what she actually has is fibromyalgia. It's never been diagnosed.
Sure.
But
well, let me stop you there for a minute. Rick, has she ever been to a chiropractor?
Yes, but she doesn't believe in them, and
well, I mean, did when they gave her, I'm sure if you told the same story to a chiropractor, he would give her an upper back adjustment and a neck adjustment. Did she see any benefit at all? Did she see any relief for 3 minutes or anything?
No. In fact, it went worse because after she went into the chiro, she said the doctor actually hurt her.
Okay.
And that she'd never, ever do it again.
Okay, good. Well, that's very useful information. Thank you. What does your wife weigh?
She's 145, about 5'4", but lately she's been asking other people, including me, do you ever feel like somebody just stabbed you underneath your arm? She gets these sharp pains just all over her body, and they just come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and so she's been to a medical doctor, and they've examined her. They can't find anything. Is that correct?
Well, we've tried every doctor, and the doctor did say you might want to have a chest X-ray because you've been smoking your entire life and you're coughing all the time. So they did do an X-ray, and there was a suspicious spot, and we have not pursued that because even if it is cancer, we're not going to do the cut, burn, and poison routine.
Okay, let's get going here. Let's get her started on something here, Rick. And as we go along, we'll get more information. Let's get her started on something. And let me ask you just a couple more questions here. Does your wife have a history of any skin problems like eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, or rosacea?
No.
Does she have any history, have her appendix coming out, or irritable bowel syndrome, or diverticulitis, or anything like that?
She had IBS probably up to about a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But then once we got rid of the gluten in her diet, it went away.
Okay, so you already put her on a gluten-free diet, and the irritable bowel syndrome went away. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, so you're kind of halfway home here. Okay, well, then at 145 pounds, and given the fact that you say they have this spot that they can't identify, is it on her lungs, the spot?
Yes, it's in her lungs. I'm sure they want us to do an MRI. We're just going to treat it like it's cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we're not going to do the cut, poison, and burn.
Okay, so let's look at that. What I'd recommend is this. I'd go ahead and give her 2 healthy heart and brain packs per month. That will allow her to have 3 of her Ultimate Selenium at breakfast and dinner, 1 ounce of the Osteo FX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFAs at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner. Then I would do 2 other things. Number 1, I would also get her a quart per month of the Ultimate Classic, and I'd give her an ounce at bedtime with a glass of cool water. Okay, that's the Ultimate Classic. We have really some great research stuff on human cells and culture that had cancer, and this is really one of the greatest products for actually helping those cells survive. So I'd have her take 1 ounce in addition to the 2 healthy heart and brain packs, 1 dose of everything at breakfast and dinner, but I also give her an ounce of the Ultimate Classic at bedtime with some cool water, maybe even ice water if she likes it. And then I would also throw in the Z-Radical Liquid, and I'd have her take 2 ounces a day, an ounce in the morning, ounce in the evening, and not with the meal, just separately mix it with some water or juice. And I would also get her ORIC points, her antioxidant points above 100,000 a day. She can either take 6 pieces of our triple treat chocolate a day, 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch, 2 at dinner. That'll get her over 100,000 ORIC points. But if she doesn't like chocolate, and I don't know of any woman that doesn't like chocolate, but if she doesn't like chocolate or has an allergy to it, she could take 5 of our Cell Shield RTQ capsules with resveratrol, turmeric, and quercetin, 5 of those twice a day, and that'll get her over 100,000 ORIC points. And from the pain standpoint, I would go ahead and get 2 bottles a month of the 2 wide-mouth jars of the CM cream. And your job will be to apply that to her neck, right down the middle of her neck and the back, an inch on each side, and for the upper half of her spine. From her last rib all the way up again to her neck, apply that CM cream right down the middle and an inch on either side. And that'll give her some discomfort relief and reduce inflammation without causing any hazard to her, because it's a topical application. It's actually made from a nutritional product, a nutritional essential nutrient. So it's actually something that's going to be good for her, even as an essential nutrient, as well as the analgesia or pain relief. And then as you get more information, call us. Otherwise, give us a call every 2 weeks. Give us a report on her, and we'll be happy to walk through this with you guys. But we're going to respect your decision. We're going to help you every way we can. And you may also want to contact your longevity associate who you've been working with and get a hold of that. There's actually a set of CDs called Juice Cures. Juice Cures, Jay Cordish, a guy who had terminal cancer some 60 years ago himself, started juicing. He was the original juice man on TV, sold juice machines. But he's 65 years later, he's still alive, even though he had terminal cancer 65 years ago, and he did it through juicing. And so he and I got in the studio, and I asked him all these questions, and we shared information on how juicing can be valuable. If you want to get a hold of that CD set called Juice Cures. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Well, we're just seconds away from a break.
Seconds away from a break, okay? Again, lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. we're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity and 90 for Life Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Santa Cruz, California. And Denise, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Denise, you're on the air.
Good afternoon, sir. I have a twin sister, and she is just days or weeks away from a neck surgery. She's got severe, can't turn left or right, and her head is burning. Her neck is sensation of burning, and her ears. And she's in so much pain. She's only 57. I believe she had taken bone density prescriptions before, and she just needs some help. I'm praying a miracle. So is there anything she can do that now that, I don't know if she's going to have surgery, but anyway, let me hear from you.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like she's got peripheral neuropathies. Now, did this come on her suddenly, like after a car accident or falling off the roof, or has this been a gradual thing where she's getting worse?
This is gradual, and it is getting worse. She's broke her elbow, she's broke her foot. She seems to break things, so that's why I was thinking maybe it was a bone density.
Yeah, exactly. She's got osteoporosis because she's getting all these spontaneous fractures. And let's see here. And the neck burning and everything. Has she shrunk, do you know, since she was 20 years old?
I try to imagine maybe a little bit, but I don't know. She lives in Danville.
Sure. And how much does she weigh now?
Probably about 180.
180.
160 to 180.
Yeah, and how tall is she?
5'7". She's
okay.
about 5'7".
Okay. Well, this sounds to me like something basic. And I've got Miss Shar here. And I'm going to turn this one over to her because she's an expert in this sort of thing. And hang on here. This is Miss Shar. She's 180 pounds.
Hello.
Hi, Miss Shar. Go ahead with your...
She's got osteoporosis, so she just basically she needs 2 healthy bones.
The doctor told her, Shar, that she has degenerative arthritis. And they're going to give her neck surgery. They're going to cut into her neck.
Well, that's not. She doesn't want to do that. She can get better without surgery. Yeah. She needs 2 healthy bone and joint packs. No surgery. I would give it a few months to get better on its own, and you can buy some CM cream, but I don't know if that comes with the bone and joint. It does. Okay, CM cream comes with it, which is a topical anti-inflammatory, and it's safe. You can eat it. She can put that on her neck for temporary pain relief until her body heals itself.
What about the numbness? She's got heat. She says she has sensations of heat in her ear, in her neck, in her head.
Hold on, I'm going to let Doc take over here.
This is nerves.
Okay, I'll take it back. I'm just going to give you a quick summary. But Shar was right on. What she should do is take 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month, and that will allow her to have 1 ounce of the OsteoFX Plus at breakfast and dinner, 2 scoops of the Beyond Tangerine NutriCrystals at breakfast and dinner, 3 of the EFA Pluses at breakfast and dinner, and then 15 glucogel a day will be accomplished by those 2 healthy bone and joint packs per month, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And as Shar said, she's going to get, in each of those healthy bone and joint packs, she'll get 1 wide mouth jar of the CM cream, and for immediate, we're talking less than 10 minutes, you apply that to her neck and upper back, and she will get significant or total pain relief for 3 to 5 hours, and she could put it on when she wakes up in the morning, she can do it in the afternoon, and then an hour before bedtime, she'll have a day just without pain. And, of course, it takes 60 to 90 days for this program to support and promote maintenance, repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae. But the fact that she gets all these spontaneous fractures all the time, she really, really has to rebuild her whole skeletal system. Now, one other thing, do either you or your sister have skin problems, eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you have asthma as a kid?
I did.
Okay, yeah. Then she needs to get on a gluten-free diet, and so do you, so she can absorb all this stuff. And call us every 2 weeks and let us know how she's doing. She'll be a miracle woman. Well, thank you so much, Doug and Richard. Superlative job as usual. Thank you, Shar. Thank each and every one of you for wonderful testimonies and questions. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. And God bless America.